Do you remember when that movie about the fishing industry came out and everyone was really afraid that all the fish were going to be gone in like 5 years? And then everyone kind of forgot about it and went back to eating fish like normal? Well, that movie always kind of rubbed me the wrong way, so I got up at 4 a.m. and dragged Asia and Ben down to San Diego to learn about the seafood industry for myself. Because I'm not going to lie, even though I didn't fully trust that movie, I still had a little bit of guilt every time I ate seafood, and I wanted to figure out if that was warranted or not. So we met up with our guide Emily, who's a marine wildlife expert, and the first place she took us was to the Tuna Harbor Dockside Market so we could see all of the local variety available. It turns out it's spiny lobster season, so I got to see a spiny lobster and a sea urchin almost make Asia cry. And then we got to eat some super fresh poke and some fish and chips, which was actually thresher shark. And I can hear the keyboard warriors typing right now, but it's actually legal to eat shark if it was caught accidentally, and it's actually more sustainable to eat it once it's been caught than just wasting it. We also met Tommy from Tunaville, and he specializes in dry aging all kinds of locally caught fish. This stuff was so good and surprisingly mellow in flavor. Then Emily took us over to Specialty Produce, which is this big warehouse-style grocery store that I've heard a lot about but have never been to, so I was really excited. And after exploring some of the interesting produce options, we went to the back and Emily cooked us up a feast of local seafood. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like people have this idea that fish imported from countries like Japan is inherently better quality. But the reality is that the best quality seafood is probably going to be the seafood that's closest to you. Because everyone knows that freshness is key when it comes to seafood, and literally what is fresher than a fish that was just caught this morning and barely had to travel to make it onto the dock. I was also super pleasantly surprised by the variety of fish available locally. We got rockfish, lobster, uni, yellowtail, and more. And most importantly, we learned that eating locally caught seafood is very sustainable, and that the majority of the problems called out in that movie are the result of big international fishing operations and definitely not local fishermen.